Oh, hi. This is Soph,
This is Rich.
and we are from across
What's
the
the pun?
pond. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy
We up
New.
in here.
You got
Today's the day.
you got more
2020
energy than me.
who? It's 2021 now.
It is. You said it on the last show. You was a bit early, but you can say it today. Happy New Year, Rich. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my love.
Mm.
And then relax.
Man, how was your New Year's Eve?
Hey, I was in my pajamas.
You was in your pajamas?
Yeah, we're on lockdown. You can't go anywhere. Come on, man.
I had a good time New Year's Eve as well.
Oh, here we go. Rub it in. You went out.
So yeah, I had a lovely time too. And then I tied a little too much on, but guess what? It ain't
Right back
over
on
till
it.
it's over.
Have you heard of a hair of the dog there?
Hair of the dog, yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
that's what you need to. Well, that's what you are. Straight back on it
Yes.
when you fall back. By the way, I like your backdrop.
Do you? I love your
Oh
backdrop.
my god, thank you.
Why, thank you.
I almost feel like you're in the room with me, like
Look at this.
you're twinning.
I'm twinning it up.
hmm And I'm like sandwiched between two riches. Oh my god.
Look at that. Now, it is 2021. We got some new stuff coming up. But first, let's talk about some news. Any good news? Any bad news? Any what news?
Any news at all? Headline news, as in news on a news channel rather than news that's occurring in personal business. It's the same. Corona. Like there is and most of the country's gone into tier 4 now, so that's like, well, we was already in tier 4 in my
Yeah.
area, but the rest of the country's more or less gone into tier 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be honest, I don't know why they're moaning, because at least they got to see some of their family over Christmas. I didn't. Do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
be thankful for small
Claustrophobia.
mercies.
Claustrophobia.
Now, whether it's a rumor or whether it's a speculation, I don't know what, but somebody did say the other day that apparently they're now thinking about a tier 5, where that will mean there'll be an 8 p.m. curfew and you can only leave your house to go to work or to get medical supplies. You can't even leave for an hour's exercise in the park, ridiculous. Whether that is going to happen, I don't know.
You might as well just consider that just a whole lockdown. That ain't even like, that shouldn't even be a tier. That should just be like
Do you know
straight
what?
lockdown.
People are probably going to shoot me for saying this, but I would rather Bojo said the whole, like Spain, they was on lockdown, like you could not leave your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, well, first was for 28 days, as far as I know, and then it got extended for another 2 weeks. But they're fine now. They can merrily come and go as they please, party, eat up. Life's more or less gone back to normal. Mm. So I would rather, Bojo said, the whole country, you're on lockdown, bam, for this amount of time, no questions asked. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. After that, it's all gravy in the Navy. But in the meantime, he's like, you do this, you do that. Okay, you do that. It's all right for you to do that, but not you. Oh, the things have gone up here, but not there. No, it's all bitty.
So you're saying you rather have the whole country locked down for 30 days and then just after that just open everything up.
Yeah. If this worked for everybody else, I don't see what the big cheese is, to be fair. Well, proof's in the pudding, right?
The big cheese. The big cheese, to be fair.
Yeah, the proof's in the pudding. Other countries have tried and tested it. So it's not even like we're going to be guinea pigs. It's tried and tested method that works.
Well, see, I've been said that, like when they did the first lockdown, like I can understand like the what is it? The essential workers having to do this and do that. I get it. But then the rest of the world should have just been shut down for longer than a couple weeks to get rid of it. But being America, you know, we got freedoms, and some people think that's just not, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but you know, me
Don't get it
personally, I think I
twisted.
would have shut everything down.
Don't get it twisted. It's not just in America. Like there were full on. There's clips on social media and on the news of people having full on Christmas parties and stuff in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I do actually. I want to have a little. It's not even a shout out. My absolute best friend, Michaela the Dude. We've been best friends for 35 years. And 2 days ago, her nan actually passed away. She
From the vid?
she did test positive for the vid. I mean, she had other like conditions, so I suppose getting the vid didn't help. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want to
She
say,
had underlying conditions.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like health conditions. So obviously, if you get something additional, it's never going to be great. But yeah, I just want to send my condolences to the dude and her family, her mum Elaine, her sister
Our
Crystal.
condolences, dude. Michaela.
Love my dude.
Yeah. Well, here, same thing. Vaccine is coming out. They got two different kinds now. The UK brought us a new strand of
Strain, yeah, of the virus. But they said that
of the
there's another
virus.
one that's come from Africa, I see.
I don't know, but so then they're
They're
now
making
they're
it up
trying
as
to
they go
test.
along, I'm telling ya.
Now they're trying to test for that. And then we had a bombing. I don't know if y'all heard much about it. We had a bombing in Nashville, Tennessee.
Do you know the thing is, I had a conversation with my other friend Fiona the other day because I haven't watched the news really, I mean properly, since before the lockdown, because before the first lockdown in March, because I wanted to know when it was going to start. Don't get it twisted. I'll watch the headlines obviously so I can report back on this amazing show. But my friend Fiona doesn't watch the news, if you like, like Sky News or BBC News, ITV News at 10, whatever. She watches some online, don't ask me what it is, I don't know, but she goes to some online channel that basically gives you all of the stories regardless of whether they get aired on the telly or not. So she said to me,
dark web.
Yeah, she's gone to the dark side. She said to me actually about maybe 2-3 days ago, whenever it happened, she said, "Did you hear about that thing?" And I was like, "No." She said, "Don't you think it's funny how?"
Well, to cut you off,
Snip, snip.
she's right. She's right. There is.
Well, you don't even know what she was going to say.
I know. Go ahead and say it because I do know what she's going to say. But you go ahead and say it, and then I'll answer.
She was going to say it was just funny. She asked me to ask you actually because she was like, "Don't you think it's bizarre how we haven't heard anything about? It hasn't been on the news at all." But if it was a Asian guy or a Muslim, then it would be a terror attack, right? So it would be everywhere, surely.
Mm-hmm. And you're absolutely right. There's a there was a news report where a lot of Muslim groups are upset because it's not front page news. It was a guy, and then they just found out that the guy's girlfriend back in 2019 had already told the cops that the man was making bombs in his RV, and they kind of dropped the ball as usual.
Did they even pick it up in the first place is the question.
As usual, they dropped the ball.
But this is what we was talking about. Sorry to cut you off. I'm getting you back now. When we was talking about racism, I said to you that day, why is it if there's an incident that happens and it's a white guy, they just say a 20-year-old man? If it is a black guy or a Muslim, they will say a 20-year-old black man. So it's down to the media again, surely.
Surely. But then we don't know how the news people are being ran. You know what I mean? Like they could be being told what to say and what not to say on air.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
So
it's just all a ploy. That's what I'm
it's all a ploy. It's look,
a bloody ploy.
Drama, media, drama, sex, murder, all that good stuff sells.
Never mind a talk show. Maybe we should do a news night and be like have a news show. Why?
I'm
We
having
give
too
it to
fun.
everybody real. We wouldn't care
I'm
if
having
some.
too much fun doing this right here. Let
True.
them be the ones that get hackled and harassed
Listen,
because
why
they
stop? We could do both. We could be
we could.
multi-talented.
Hmm. Hmm. Jinkies. All right, all right. We can wrap that up. News. It's 2021. We got some new stuff in the works.
We have. And I know people probably think we just sit on here twice a week, have fun, and that's it. And obviously, we've told them we have a meeting on a Wednesday. So they think we just sit there and have a laugh. But we actually work. I've got to say, we actually work really hard behind the scenes.
Yes, even though it's fun, but yes, it is hard.
When I say we work hard, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but we do put a lot of work in. And it's probably not hard work because we enjoy it, but we do put a lot of work into this
Yes, I agree.
adventure.
What she said.
As you can see.
So let's break them down. Let's break it down for her. Tell them what we got down on the pipeline. The first one.
On the pipeline, I feel like there's got to be a bit of clarification here as well, because we entered this thing called the Podcast Awards, right? It's the first one, as far as I know, and we're on it. Like, you could enter 3 categories, which we did. Best new podcast, most diverse, and entertainment. They were the categories that we had a discussion about and said we thought we should go into. Picked which, because you could only enter 1 episode like per category. So we decided between us which episode we thought would work in them categories. Sent it off. Job's a good one. Waited for the day. Got the email. December the 28th.
Got the email.
And we, out of thousands of entries.
Thousands and thousands.
I think there's 8 categories and there was thousands of entries, but they could only whittle it down or nominate 4 per category.
4 podcasts per category.
We squeezed into the entertainment award category. We ended. We got one. We got one of those categories, people. Now, this is what I'm saying. We've actually got 2, because then they opened up an additional award called the People's Choice. This is what we've shared and asked people to vote for, because basically if you vote for us, that's the only way we're going to win that award, the People's Choice. The one for Entertainment Award, we've already been nominated by the panel of judges.
Panel of judges. So what we're saying is, I think we confused a lot of people because we flooded the streets with it, with the nominees. And I think a lot of people got confused with the voting for the People's Choice Awards and the nomination for Best Entertaining Podcast.
I think as soon as I said we'd made it to the final 4, people were saying to me, "Oh my God, congratulations, I'm so glad." And I was like, no, please still vote. It's not the one.
Yeah, we still need you guys to vote. So what we're going to do later on today, we're going to repost for the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, not today. Because
not today.
Let's give everyone a little break from hearing about how great we are for a day. Come on.
Yeah. You know, we want to be able to fit our heads through the door. But we will repost. Yeah. We will repost the link for the People's Choice Awards. And
literally all you have to do is go into the link, put in your name, your email address, and then it asks you the name of the podcast you're nominating, which is obviously Across the Pond with Rich and Soph. And that's literally it. You don't have to send anything else. Send, and then you'll get a confirmation to say thanks for your vote. You can only do 1 vote per email address. So if
we
like
got 20
me,
emails, use them all.
If like me, you got multiple email addresses, do feel free.
Do feel free. I got 2.
To be fair, I cried. I'm not gonna lie. When I read the email and found out that we'd made it to the final 4, I did actually cry, like tears of joy, obviously. The annoying thing is I can't tell anyone until I've told you, and you was in a meeting at work and it was getting later and later. Like it was like 10:30 at night here. And I was like, I was like, please hurry up. In fact, I think I messaged you saying, are you still in detention or what? I was like,
I
please.
know, right? Work.
But let's be fair, to say that you were a little bit excited is an understatement because
Yo,
you
I was
busted your back.
hoarse. I was hoarse from screaming because she was like, I got something to tell you about the podcast awards. And I was like, oh man. Then she said, I just started crying. And you know me, I'm like, well, dang, her feelings is hurt. We ain't get picked. I was just like, what am I going to say to her? Like, it's okay. It was only our first time, yada, yada, yada. And the next thing you know, she is like, oh, we got nominated, but we got, and I just started screaming.
You was jumping all over the place.
Jumping around. Oh,
Busted your
man, I had a
back.
sore throat from screaming. So, because I was like, yes, yeah. Mm. Yeah, because I mean, like, we deserved it straight out the gate. This is our first joint straight out the gate. We get nominated. We get nominated from producers, you know, other podcast people, the people who's running the podcast awards. They do it. They whittled it down to 4 people, 4 groups, and we one of them out of 8. I'll take that. I'll take that. The nomination alone right there solidifies that we dope.
That's right.
Even if we don't win.
We got a badge to say we got nominated.
Mm-hmm. And we flooded the streets. So we just want to say, I hope, you know, sorry for confusing people. Because we still want you to vote.
Thank you. And we do appreciate everybody that's already voted, because I keep getting screenshots sent to me saying, here's my vote.
Yeah, I got some too, which is a beautiful thing.
And let me just say, if anyone wants to know when will we find out if we were successful, we've actually got to attend an online award ceremony on the 26th of January. Oh, I feel a new dress coming on. Hello, new dress. In fact, I know no one will be able to see them. I might even have new shoes.
I'm going to have a tuxedo shirt. You know what I mean? And I want to sit up in the front row, and I kind of want to party. I want to look successful, but still show them I want to party. That's why I'm wearing a tuxedo t-shirt.
Just so you know, you will be in the front row because it will just be you on the screen in the room.
I know. And then I'm gonna be popping bottles too, like this. Yeah. I got it. I got the champagne ready.
Oh, me
and
too.
I'm gonna put it in my cup.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's the next thing down the pipeline? Let them know.
Well, I don't think that I should be the one to be divulging all our success. So,
you want me to pass? You want me to talk about it?
I'm passing you the baton, but do you remember what the next thing is in the list? Think about Saturday.
Movie review.
No, it's linked. You're right. Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? Now I told her to leave it. I left it up to her, and then she gives it to me, and then she turns around and goes,
the love.
No, that is not it. And then turn around, she looked right down at her paper. Yes, it is. All right, people, y'all know I'm the movie man, and I'm so excited to say this is that it's kind of a bittersweet, but actually it's good. So I'm gonna give you the good first. The radio station that we did the interview with. Could you tell them what the radio station is?
Switch Radio, 107.5.
All right. In England, wants us to do a 5-minute review of a movie each week. So I'm excited because that's how we're going to do it. So what happens is, you know how we would normally do a movie review? We would give each other a movie, and then we would say, you know, if it was
rubbish, like yours normally are.
Yes. Well, what we're going to do, we no longer going to add that to our show. What we're going to do is we're going to have a 5-minute segment alongside the show, and we're going to talk about one movie. Yeah. And then what we do is we rate it from 1 to 5, each of us. So 1 being terrible, 5 being good. So she's going to give it a 1 through 5. I'm going to give it a 1 through 5. Mm-hmm. And together you'll get a complete rating of the movie.
Out of 10. So if you give it a 3 and I give it a 2, that's 5 out of 10. Boom. If you give it a 4 and I give it a 5, that's a 9 out of 10. So that's a good one.
Yes. and and then we're doing all new movies too, because we both, I done watched a dozen movies, and I'm excited that they gave us the opportunity to do that. So
I mean, yeah, let's not get it twisted. When we say how excited you were about the podcast award, jumping around, busting your back, losing your voice, we've actually known about this movie thing for, I'd say, 2, maybe 3 weeks, and
yes,
you lost your rag then as well, to be fair.
because
Are
everybody
you
knows I'm the movie
serious?
man. I am the movie man, and I'm gonna say, hold a minute. Behind the scenes, I've been giving this young lady some movies, and I found her niche.
Niche.
Her niche. And I tell you, I'm batting pretty good right now.
You
Batting pretty
are.
good, because on the show she was like, yo, your movies be
Okay, let me get you.
found it.
You've given me movies that come in 2 categories. Normally they're good or bad. Your movies for me come in 2 categories: absolute shite, or just leave me a gibbering wreck because I can't stop crying because they're so good. So
Say that again. You can't stop what?
crying. You give me
Because they're what?
emotional ones. I'm not saying crying because I'm happy, but
Because they're so what?
emotional.
And so what?
Oh, jeez, they're good.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm the movie man. I'm excited for this new adventure on this radio station in England. They're giving us a 5-minute little segment on the radio,
Yeah.
live like this, podcasting it out as well.
Yeah, it will
Our
be.
rating
It will
of
be
new
on
movies.
their YouTube channel and on their website, as well as
Mhm.
when you go to their. I'll share the link to their website when we do it. But there's a bit that says "listen back," and when you click on it, you can listen back to whichever show has been on. So if you went to the show that we would be on, which is going to be on a Saturday between 12 and 2, you'd be able to click on that and then listen to our movie review. But we're also going to share the movie review on our YouTube show. So you're not
Yeah,
really missing
buddy.
out. If anything, you're getting
Yeah.
an extra
Extra dose.
5 minutes of us every week.
And I'm so happy to talk about the movie that we're going to be suggesting. You'll hear about it.
Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it.
Wasn't it dope?
I mean, I'm not going to tell too much because we're going to talk about it, but tomorrow, but because tomorrow is the first time it's going to air. But it got me to the point where I was actually talking to the telly. Like, I was getting involved. Listen, everyone's going to need to tune back in tomorrow to our YouTube channel to find out what the film was. Because let's be honest, we've had people private message, direct message, DM us, whatever you want to call it, on our socials,
like, oh my God,
asking us.
that movie, The Lie. Oh my God, I would have slapped a bejesus out of that girl. Or yeah, it was.
Not only that, really asking us oh, what was that movie you gave out of 5 again? What was that other one called? So I'm glad that people are listening, and I'm glad that people are watching what we are reviewing. But I still will say, if there's any new films that you've watched that you think we haven't watched or would like to watch, still message them in or comment. We still watch them.
Yeah.
And we still give them
and I'm gonna tell you,
we already seen it. We know.
I'm on them. I am on them.
On it like a carb on it.
So what's next? What's next down the pipeline? I'm scared to say something.
Okay, next down the pipeline, I've actually got something. Or not me. We have got actually something to play.
Can we play it, please?
We will. This is going to be incorporated in our show, but we wanted you to hear it first before it is. So hopefully modern technology is not going to make me look like a complete plum, and it's going to go to plan. So if you could all be quiet in the back row, that'd be great.
Yes.
Now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
We got our own jingle, people.
you can take the stage on how that
Oh
came
man,
about.
can I? I've known this young man for a very, very, very long time. He's a local rapper, producer of his own music. I've been to a couple of his shows. I have a couple of his CDs. And I'm telling you, he's a brilliant young man. He was on Instagram with his sister doing a live interview with his sister. His sister has a fragrance um, line, and we kind of like support each other as far as getting each other out there in the universe. I talked to him and said, "Hey man, I got this show. I was just we love it so much, man. We was thinking about a jingle." And he was like, "All right, man, I see what I can do. How about you send me the link to the show, and um, I see what I can do, man." And I'm a type of person when it comes to creativity, I kind of like let people do their thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And he's like, "Well, you know, I'll send you a little bit, or you can just give me, what you think, you guys would want." I said, "Well, how about this, man? How about you watch a couple of the shows, and then you put your spin on it?" And man, did he put a spin on it. His name is Knoxx. His stage name is Knoxx. He has a new album out right
Yeah,
now.
you can pre-sale it on Spotify, but I will put all the links to his thing in the comments of this show, like his Spotify, his YouTube channel. But the funny thing is, when he first, like you always say, we do everything together. This is no word of a lie. Like, he emailed you the jingle, and you didn't even open it until we was literally together.
Together. I was
And then-
like, yo, because the man is just doing things. He has a family. He going to school. He doing all kinds of stuff, and he still does his music. He's been doing his music for a very long time, so I'm very, very proud of him. But when he put his thing on you on this jingle, it blew me away, because he was like, "Hey man, I'm in school right now. I got some studying to do, but I ain't forgot about you." I was like, "Man, take your time, because we still trying to figure out how we gonna put the jingle into the show." So I'm just like, take your time, man. So then he came back at me. He was like, "Hey man, I got a little something, something for you. You tell me what you think." And I immediately text Soph like, "Bop, bop, 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 bop. Hey, Soph, I got the joint. I'm gonna email it to you." She was like, "All right." She was like, "You over here listen to it?" I said, "Nah, don't listen to it yet until like I can get you on FaceTime." And man, we listened to that thing together, and I just kept going. Play it again. Play it again. So then I text the young man back, Knoxx, "Love you, man." He turns around and says, "Hey man, I ain't quite finished with it, man. Let me put a little something to it, and then I'll have it back to you, man. I really like your show, man. You really doing it, man. I really like the concept." I was like, "Thanks, bro." Next thing you know, he sends me back this hotness. Can we play it just one more? Can we play it just one more time?
we
Can we
can.
play it for just one more time for people?
We can.
Hey, hey, now holla at me if you ready to go. Hey, across the pond with Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Hey, across the pond with Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Hey, across the pond with Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Hey, across the pond with Rich and Soph. All right, all right, all right.
I love it.
What? How could
Thanks.
you not love it? Let's be fair.
Man, I swear, that thing is beautiful. I think I just found it to be extraordinary, dope, different.
But do you
I
know the
really,
thing? That's how you know somebody is genuinely good at what they do and their talent and their niche, as you would call it, because he don't know me from Adam, right? He knows you. Don't know me from Adam. He literally said, "Let me watch a couple of the episodes of your show, and then I'll see if I can come up with something." Now how he literally just watched a couple of the episodes of the show and come up with something that both of us,
love.
the man's got skills.
Mad skills.
So yeah, I'm gonna put all his links to his stuff in the bottom of this show. Go and follow him, support him, get the
Pre-save his new
pre-sale
album.
for
His
his thing on
albums is great.
Spotify.
I'm gonna say right now, for a local artist, he should be up there. He is genuinely a very smart, intelligent young man who's doing big things. The whole fam just does big things. But right now, Knoxx, if you watching, bro, thank you.
You the man.
What? More than that, yo. Yo.
Aww.
Dope, man. Knock it off, yo. All right. All right.
We go into the next one.
Yes, let's go into the next joint.
The next one is we have we have two, but we have a website.
Yes.
Oh, yes, people, we have a UK one for the UK Massive, and we have
an American one.
.com one for the across the ponders. And basically it's because anybody who likes the show, we have actually got a merch line, which
Yes,
we're expanding all the time. Like, people gave us some ideas which we need to look into because we've got some more stuff, but I'll also put the links in the bottom. You can get very classy mug. You can get t-shirts, you can get coasters, you can get lanyards.
Coaster right here.
You can get lanyards, you can get magnets, you can get notebooks.
Magnets right here on your refrigerator.
Okay, see, you can be the model and I'll just reel it off. Notebooks, you can get notebooks.
Okay, I gotta find my notebook, mama. I don't know what I do with my notebook.
I'll tell you what, look, I've got mine here because I'm organised. You can get notebooks.
You was moving too fast.
In lined paper, that is very good. It's got a ring binder down the side. There will be more stuff to come, but obviously,
wait.
Oh, here he goes.
We also got postcards.
Yeah,
postcards for people.
They're not on the website. They're just for us if we send people stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. My bad. I got carried away.
But it's okay.
Yeah, we got postcards too. But these are for thank yous for people. My bad. I got carried away. My bad.
We are going to have other stuff on there, but like Rich always says, we're just starting out. We're just learning.
Yes. We got bags.
Oh, yeah.
We got little
bags.
Jogs. We got little across the pond, little shoestring bags.
Drawstring bags.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll share the link. Keep a watch out. Share it. If you want to order something, either email the email address at the top or fill in the form at the bottom. But I'm telling you, we are going big. 2021, man, I'm dropping the mic. We are going big.
Yeah. Boom.
Big. Go big or go home. We're going into this year. This is the first day of the year, and we are not just running, we are sprinting.
Yes.
There ain't no stopping us.
Yes,
and
indeed.
To be fair, I think ending the year with the radio slot getting offered and the podcast kind of gave us that
boost.
Yeah, to go running into the new year.
So, if you want a nice t-shirt like this to represent us, you can go to our website, Across the Pond with Rich and Soph.
You can, and they are only on there in white, but if you do want a different color, then let me know, or let him know, or let us know.
Oh yeah, or when you send in, or like if you email us and you'd be like, oh man, I like that t-shirt, can I get it in black? We'll respond back to you and see if we can.
Or if there's something else you want, like you might write in and say, oh, I'd really love a pen. Like we haven't got pens yet, but you might say, I really love a pen with it on to take to work. Hey, we'll sort it out. We got you.
Yeah.
We can hit you up.
Like I've said from day one, we all learning together and we're going to blow up together.
But we're actually going to expand the t-shirt brand and not just have our beautiful faces on it. We're going to have our like, I feel like both of us have got our own like slogans that we use a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's feeling some type of way about it, so we're going to be creative and make different sort of.
That being said.
Or get in. Everyone's got to have a get in t-shirt, man.
Yes.
the fudge in. There it is.
That being said.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh, yeah.
watch this space. We
He
are
in there. I'm
we
serious.
are going
Yo, I'm telling you, 2021, y'all. I told y'all.
And you know
We about
what?
to make this thing happen.
I can actually see your dad rocking around in a t-shirt saying, with that being said.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you would only get that in my dad's apartment because my dad is he likes to stay clean.
Sharp.
I think I've seen my dad and maybe he'll wear it like underneath a button down, a button up. He might wear it around the house. I don't know. My dad is too
my
good.
dad lives in t-shirts, but generally they're black ones, so he
We'll
only
probably
wears
get him a black
t-shirts.
t-shirt with the logo on it.
And everybody takes
Talking about get in.
Everybody takes the mick out of him all the time because he only wears black t-shirts.
Because black makes you look slimmer.
Well, you're trying to say he's a big guy?
Probably is. I ain't never met the man.
Well, to be fair, that's not a lie. That's why women tend to wear black a lot. I ain't gonna front.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So across the pond with Rich and Soph .co.uk. Then you got across the pond with richandsoph.com.
And
So
it's already sorted out. Dollars, pound signs. We've done all the work. You literally just have to click on it and have a little look.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, kudos to people who make websites, because I tell you right now, it was like maybe 2 or 3 times I almost broke my laptop.
I swear to
God, trying to get stuff together.
He has got a short fuse.
I was what she calls eggy, and what I call
proper eggy, to the point where I was like,
I was tight.
But I totally give you props, because I said to you at one point, do you know what? Let me sign into your side too and do it. And you were like, nope, I got to learn. I'm doing it. And I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. That was some hard work, but we got it done, and it's up now. And let's go, people. Let's go.
Okay,
What's next? What's next?
The next one is over to you. I'm going to sit back. You can take the mic, the floor, the light.
Oh, why, thank you. My book, Reflections by this man right here. I just want to say thank you to a lot of people who supported me with purchasing the book, paperback and ebook.
Yeah. And
I tell you, man, it turned out beautiful for a very first time author. And it's the first one, so there's some some stuff I need to work on as far as getting it centered and getting it right. But I appreciate everyone who took time out to read it, share me love, show me love on Instagram.
You don't want to give the viewers a sneak peek and read a couple of lines from one?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me see if I can do a small one.
Just imagine it's like one of those sign-ins in a bookstore where you've got to stand up front and read it out.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be in the front row of that too, so let's go.
Hold on, I want to see. Hold on, I know which one I'm going to read.
Oh, God.
Hold on, let me try to find it.
It's all right. We'll wait for you. You are the celebrity author.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, see, I hate it. It's one of my favorites too. Hold on.
See, I've sprung this on you. This is why
you did.
So sorry about that. It's my fault, but
yes. It's called Reflections. I'm gonna read a poem that is dear to a close friend of mine. It's called The Angel. I saw you the other day, sitting in the corner of my room, not saying a word, just sitting, as watching over me and my family as we sleep, never making a sound to disturb the night's movement, just sitting there with a warm smile of comfort. I saw you the other day, standing on the corner by a busy street. As I rode by, it looked as if You were keeping the peace of the traffic at ease. Just an ordinary angel doing your thing, making sure everything is at peace. When I pray at night, I know you're there. So as I drift off into the nightly hour, I see you sitting there. And in the blink of an eye, you've gone and I'm asleep. The angel.
Oh
Well,
man.
I tell you, I try. I got about 3 more books in the works here, you guys. And so I'm hoping that you guys take interest in this book. Um, it's a lot of my memories and stuff that I filed away up here. And now I have it on paper and now I want to give it to the world. And like I said, when you have something up here and sometimes you let it go, and then sometimes it takes one person to give you a boost. And we went from the show, and I figured to myself, why the getting is good. How about I keep it going and venture off into other stuff? And this is what we're doing. I got 3 more books in the works that'll be coming to you guys soon. Okay. So thank you again, you guys. Reflections by none other than the man right
And
here.
thank you for sharing those with the world, because some of them are really personal. You know, let's not be fair. It's about your life experiences, things that you've gone through, your personal emotions that you say are like inside your brain. So thank you for sharing them with the world. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do get very teary over certain ones, like especially that one. So make sure you got tissues, kids, when you read them, because
Yeah, there's some deep ones
there's
in
some
there. There's
deep
some deep
stuff,
ones.
as Mr. Payne, your father, would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I got a copy. I signed it. I gave it to my father, put some good words in it, right? So I got a little emotional because my dad looks, and my dad's, he's old school. Like he ain't gonna really tell you like right away that he read it. He was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read it in a couple days. Then he calls me up and he goes, son, that ain't bad, man. That book ain't bad. And by the way, some of them bad boys is kind of deep. I was like, thanks, Dad. Thanks. I ain't mad at you, go boy. So, with being said, that being said, I really appreciate every person who's pushed this book out there. And like I said, it's self-published. I wrote it, I put it together, published it, and it was hard work. But like I said, as you keep doing stuff becomes easier, stuff becomes to look a little better each time. So thank you for even getting the book, because I've had some questions like, hey, am I missing a poem in here? And I'm like, no, actually Sweet Treat is actually the last 3 poems, kind of like a bonus. But when you see Sweet Treat, it's like way up at the top. Hey, practice makes perfect. So I kind of got it worked out. So
Well, my
thank you again.
copy is on its way across the pond to get signed. So
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for it.
I know I told you, don't get my copy mixed up with anyone else's. Mine was the
Hey.
first one.
I told her I'm a photo page.
No, don't you dare. I want them pages to come back without any creases. The only mark is a pen mark for signature. That's it.
Is a pen mark.
I like to keep things crisp.
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 I ain't mad at you. But yes. Oh, wait a minute. Before we end this stuff, someone has a project in the works too. They keep it hush hush about.
What's that? Well, I do believe you kept your book hush hush until it was actually out, and now you're just gonna sail me up the river like that.
No,
Come on, carry on.
I'm just letting you know. Somebody else is a writer. We're just gonna keep it on a hush hush until it comes out. How about that?
Listen, this is your moment. I keep telling you, this is your moment. So just enjoy your moment, because when my book comes out, then it's my turn.
We in this together in here like swimwear.
In there like swimwear.
Mm-hmm. So what else? Do we have anything else on the pipeline?
Yeah, we got one more. We got one more thing on the list.
Yes.
Gosh, this has been like, I feel like this has been like a workout, this show. There's been so much to get through. So we did a little giveaway a little while ago.
Yes.
You had to guess best caption one, you know, what were we saying? And it was actually, I loved it. We had some great responses. But we're actually gonna do another one. We at the moment are up to 70 subscribers on our channel.
70.
70.
70.
Which, to be fair, is, you know, only been in the last few
Wonderful.
years. So basically, we've decided when we get to 100 subscribers, we are going to do another giveaway.
Yes.
And there is going to be some good stuff in there. I was going to swear then, but I'm not. There's going to be some good stuff in there.
Stuff in there.
Now, like you keep saying, we're always learning. Your sister won the first giveaway, and she's, bless her heart, patiently waiting, because I didn't actually order the stuff until after the competition had finished. Well, there is a schoolboy error on my part. So that's also, so half of it's already across the pond. Sorry, I got to go this way. I keep forgetting. Half of it's already across the pond. The other half should be there in the next couple of days. What with Christmas and everything, it got locked.
Yeah, and I think what happens is we got excited with the giveaway, not thinking about
We actually
the
got a good prize.
holidays. Yeah, we didn't think about the holidays and the mailing thing and the whole pandemic and everybody ordering online and stuff. So it kind of threw us behind because, you know, they were sending us like little red notes saying, hey, like deliveries are going to be like behind due to Christmas and so on and so forth. So I did talk to my sister who won.
Thank you for being so
like,
patient.
you know what? I know I'm going to get it. I know you got me.
I'm not going to lie, and I'm not just saying it because it's us. But I think the prizes are really worth waiting for. You know, it's not like, oh, here you go, it's just a pen. There's like different businesses collabed together. I'm not going to, I was just about to say what some of it is then, but I'm not giving it away. So it's not like, oh, we're just pushing our merch on people. Like other businesses have come together to support us. I think so far there's like 4 different businesses that
contributed, that are contributing to our giveaways.
Yes.
So it's not like you're just going to get a pen and a mug. You're going to get some stuff.
So yeah, like you keep saying, we're learning, but for the 100 subscriber giveaway, we are prepared.
Oh yeah, in there.
I mean, I think, to be honest, I'm going to need to buy a bigger house because I can't store all this stuff.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I need to get me like a milk crater or a filing cabinet. I can just put all the merch and stuff.
I know, right?
I'm sitting here looking at my office like, yeah, I could use a nice little filing cabinet up there.
So yes, people, that is everything that we have had going on behind the scenes.
That's coming up in the future.
Things that are coming up, yeah.
So we just want to say thank you guys once again. This is 2021. We've made it.
And I'm just going to drop something else in before we go.
Go for it. Go for it.
We're back on Sunday with back to our serious Sunday. So we're going back now, Fun Day Friday, serious Sunday. But we are actually going to incorporate guests.
Yeah.
So.
And some of our subject matter, we're trying to incorporate, you know, an interview or two.
Because we like to get facts. We like to deal in facts. So if we can speak to someone who's amongst it, like when we did the whole episode 1, because we got to do 2 and 3 on racism, you know, like even my dad said it's nice, it was good to hear it from you who's actually in America. Do you know what I mean? So given our different subjects, it's gonna be nice to actually hear stuff firsthand from people who are amongst it. Do you know what I mean? Whether that be police, nurse, whatever. We ain't giving away the subjects. But yeah, it will be nice to get because I was going to say we can grill them. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like,
No, we're not going to put them in the hot seat. We're just going to ask them some
just ask them questions, you know.
because they're dealing with it firsthand.
Mm.
And, we're hoping and willing that when we do start the interviews on some of the topics that we will have, that the guests will be well informed and they will
Yeah,
get
we're
their,
going to do it the proper way. We ain't just going to
Yeah.
do like you do to me and be like, what about this? What about that? What about that?
I get
Oh,
excited. I get excited. I can't help it. I
I
love our serious topics. I get excited.
But do you know why I like it? Because it shows that we're genuine. Like, yes, we have a meeting on a Wednesday, but that's literally just to discuss what the subject's going to be. I don't know what you're going to say. You don't know what I'm going to say until I click that record button and it comes out of your mouth. Do you know what I mean?
And she's just like, wait a minute. Like on last Wednesday, she was like, wait a minute now. You ain't gonna be giving me like 4 or 5 questions.
Because you literally throw me off.
Break them down. Break them down. So I'm sorry. I just get
You
excited.
literally fire like 10 questions at once, and I'm like, oh my God, overload. What do I answer first? You know?
Yeah, I did rapid fire her though.
That's the last 2 times you've done that. And to be fair,
But she handled it very well though.
thank you. To be fair, when we said we was going to talk about racism, I just in my mind assumed I'll be asking most of the questions, but you were straight in there like, brah, 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 and I was like, this isn't supposed to work like this.
Yeah, I went in.
But I styled it out, I think. I didn't let anyone know I was sweating under the collar.
Yeah, I think you did excellent. I think you did a wonderful job.
But that is how we roll. We do not tell. Even my mum said, actually, don't you think you two should have a discussion and tell each other what you're going to say before the show? And I was like, no, because that's the whole point. It's off the cuff.
Yeah, it's genuine.
And you can tell by the facial expressions, because I can't like lie about mine sometimes,
Mm-mm.
You're just enjoying looking at yourself over your shoulder, I can tell.
Look at this.
Oh, man.
All right, people.
All right, well, we're going to drop the show and drop the film review, so don't think we've forgotten it. Keep watch.
Keep watch, people.
It's a good one. I promise you the first one is a banger.
The first one is a real good one, I have to say.
You pulled it out of the bag there.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we hear a jingle one more time before we go? I'm sorry, people. We're probably running over our hour, but I got to hear it just one more time.
Do you want to? Should we end the show and then I press the jingle?
That would be dope.
Go forth. You lead the way.
Okay, people. Thank you for coming. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across the pond.
Now you will have that stuck in your mind, and we're not going to apologize for that, because that's how we're going to get remembered.
Yeah.
It's catchy. Till Sunday, Richalicious.
Till Sunday.
On the flip side.